We have a massive update on a recent podcast appearance. Giannis Antetokounmpo spoke about his future in Milwaukee. And in the process, he revealed that he has been pushed to join the New York market. We're going to break down all of these latest reports today. If you're enjoying the content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And make sure you have notifications on as well, too. If you want to support the channel, the easiest way to do that is to hit that subscribe button. And now, let's get started. Giannis is being pushed to join the Knicks. While there have been many names linked to the Knicks this offseason, there's really only one name to take seriously. And that's Giannis Antetokounmpo. We all know that the Knicks are monitoring the situation in Milwaukee. And if Giannis Antetokounmpo is made available for trade, the Knicks will be in the front of the line. And it's not only the Knicks that want Giannis. According to Giannis Antetokounmpo himself, he has been pushed to join the New York market. Let's hear it from the man himself. Roll it. The following podcast clip comes from iShowSpeed. He's a great podcaster, and recently on his show, he had on special guest Giannis Antetokounmpo. He asked him a number of different questions, but one of the questions he asked him about was his future in Milwaukee, and Giannis had the following to say about that.
LA, the tax is bad. New York, tax is bad.
Yeah.
Hell nah.
A lot of people tried to convince me to go and play there and stuff.
Oh, nah.
No.
So you staying in Milwaukee?
Probably. We'll see. See. Probably. I love Milwaukee. And that's a church right there, up there.
That's going to do it for that video clip right there. But did we get some very important details from Giannis right there? In this video clip, he essentially reveals that people around him have pushed him to join the New York market. Now, he didn't name the Knicks, but when you're talking about New York, and we all know Giannis wants to win, he's not going to join any other franchise just to lose there. So when he's talking about New York, he's not talking about Brooklyn. He's not talking about the Nets. He's talking about the New York Knicks. And even when he was talking about the New York market, he hesitated a little bit. When he was talking about New York, at first, it looked like he was about to say the Knicks. Then he pivoted and he said New York. Let's take a look at that clip again.
LA,
All right,
the tax
listen
is
closely.
bad. New York, tax is bad.
Yeah.
Hell nah.
A lot of people tried to convince me to go and play there
Right there.
and stuff.
Oh, nah.
No.
So you staying in
See
Milwaukee?
right there? He gave a little hesitation. He looked like he was about to say a team, didn't say a team, and then pivoted and said there. But he was talking about New York because clearly iShowSpeed said the LA market. Then he talked about the New York market having too high of taxes. He's not wrong, by the way. He's absolutely right there. However, Giannis was speaking about that point. New York. People in his circle have pushed Giannis to join the New York market, specifically to join the Knicks. Now, he hasn't done that yet. Why hasn't he done that yet? Because he's loyal to Milwaukee. He is waiting to see what Milwaukee's going to do, the type of contender they're building out around him, and if he's going to want to be around to join that contender next season. As of right now, nothing is set in stone. He basically just said it there. How does he feel about playing in Milwaukee? Let's hear it again from Giannis.
So you staying in Milwaukee?
Probably. We'll see.
Really?
See.
Now, he does go on to say in this clip, I love Milwaukee. But his first initial reaction was, maybe, we'll see. We'll see. Does that sound like somebody who is extremely confident in where they are right now? Because to me, he doesn't sound confident. He sounds like he's waiting, monitoring the situation, just like all of us are, waiting to see what Milwaukee will do next. And if they don't do anything significant, anything else that's significant, Giannis might ask to leave Milwaukee. And clearly, if he leaves Milwaukee, there is one location his circle has pushed him to join many, many times already. New York, the New York market. And when we're talking about New York, there is only one team worth mentioning, one team worth talking about, and that's the New York Knicks. I don't know about you guys, but hearing these comments from Giannis Antetokounmpo himself, he doesn't sound sure about his future in Milwaukee. And then we hear the biggest reveal of all, that people around him in his circle have pushed him to join the New York market, probably the Knicks, and he didn't shut it down. He didn't say no. He didn't automatically go out and say, nope, not going to join the Knicks, never going to happen. He didn't say that. He didn't even come close to saying that. All he said was that he loves Milwaukee. However, we'll see about his future in Milwaukee. That sounds like somebody who's grateful to Milwaukee and everything that they gave his career, everything that they've done for his career. However, when you need to move on, you need to move on. And his comments during this podcast, they sound a lot like that. Now, listen, I'm not saying that Giannis Antetokounmpo will request a trade right now out of Milwaukee. However, his comments do not sound like somebody who is sure about his future in Milwaukee. And he never shut any of those talks down, never shut down those trade talks, never told his circle to stop talking about that. You want to know how I know that? Because his circle told him multiple times to join the New York market. They're not doing that if Giannis doesn't already have interest. They're not doing that if Giannis tells them exactly, stop talking about this and stop mentioning this. Not only did he not do that, he felt comfortable enough to mention this publicly, live on the iShow Speed Show. That is unbelievable. That tells you that his future in Milwaukee might not be 100% secure. We all have known that for a while now, and we all know we are waiting for potentially Giannis to ask out of Milwaukee and request a trade to a different organization. And we know if and when that happens, Leon Rose and this Knicks front office, they might be the first team on the phone talking to Milwaukee, seeing what it could possibly take to make that trade happen and get Giannis a part of this team. We know that the Knicks have shut down trades for Kevin Durant, potentially LeBron James. And why? Because they do not want to gut this roster for just any superstar. They want to trade for just one player. And we all know that player is Giannis Antetokounmpo. Nobody really has to tell you that, but if you needed evidence of this, all you have to do is look at the ton of reports that we've broken down over the last month. Brian Windhorst, Shams Charania, and a number of different key NBA insiders have revealed already that the Knicks are not making any major trades because they are waiting on the possibility that Giannis could potentially be available for trade. And if that happens, they are going to be one of the teams interested in trading for him. But if Giannis is not available, if he's not the superstar on the table, then the Knicks might not make any major trades at all. And if Giannis wants to join this Knicks team and he lets the Milwaukee Bucks know that, I don't think the Knicks are going to have to gut this team in a trade for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Because why would Giannis want to join the Knicks if New York has to gut the team in the process? It wouldn't make sense. That means if a trade like that is happening, Giannis has told the Bucks directly, I only want to be traded to the Knicks. If he does that, the Knicks will have a lot of leverage in these trade negotiations for Giannis. And likely, they might not have to give up a lot of assets in a trade for him. Again, a lot of factors have to go the Knicks' way. But hearing what we heard today, Giannis clearly being pushed by his circle to join the New York market, specifically to join the Knicks. That is all I need to hear. That right there is an opportunity, a door being open, a chance. And as long as that's available, Giannis to the Knicks, that will never go away. If anything, after today's report, after what Giannis said, I think those reports about Giannis wanting to join the Knicks are going to get even stronger. But what about you guys? What do you think about Giannis and the comments that he made on the I Show Speed podcast? Let me know how you feel about that in the comments section below, guys, because honestly, I would love to hear from you. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment below. And of course, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, Knicks fans, take care of yourself, your families, and each other. Peace and love.